Whoa, Rue? Are we live, Rue? All right. Unclicked back. It's been about 3 weeks. Fudger went to Japan.
Yeah, I went on vacation, mentally and physically, and then mentally again.
But pretty good, though. Like we're saying, we hadn't taken a break since we started up again. So a little break, and we're back.
Yeah.
With none other than Brett Silva sitting alongside Zack Krejmas.
My dude.
The dudes.
Dudes.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, Brett, thanks for coming.
I'm excited.
It's been a fun weekend with you, and now we're ending it with a little podcast.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
Sorry, I am trying to get the screen record set up, but I don't need to do that. So what are you in town for at this very moment? How many days have you been here? What do you got going on?
I've been here for 10 days. First 3 days I was with my fiance. We were just hanging out. And then just working on a project with Zack. So I figured she wanted to come out to California. We went to this Cruel World festival.
Uh-huh.
It was dope. It was like Iggy Pop, Susie and the Banshees, like a bunch of music we like. Boy Harsher was there.
Iggy Pop still plays the sickest shows.
Dude, it was
like
sick.
I was going to say, what is an Iggy Pop show like in
It was crazy.
It's insane.
And he like limps, like he's hurting.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he walks around like how we walk after we eat shit. And he's just up there getting it.
He's a DMC of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Never going to stop killing it.
It was cool. Yeah, so fun 3 days. And then, got going with Zack. We've been...
So did she fly home?
Yep, she flew home. Yeah, and then we were in LA, so then I went to Long Beach, and I've been staying with Speedy.
Okay.
Yeah, and just getting out with Zack every day and other dudes around there.
Nice.
Yeah,
What you all been working on? Are you allowed to talk about it, or is it still like...
Another Sunday part.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then...
Okay, so we're not allowed to talk about it.
Might have to take that out. I don't know.
What?
I know it knows what it is.
project.
Secret project,
Really?
Cool.
Is it actually? You're just playing.
As of now, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
Cool.
listen. Okay. Well, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
I have a bunch of questions. If you want.
I was actually going to interview you guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Should we do it? We should do a shout out to Dale's.
Real quick before we start.
You don't drink. You want to drink?
I'll try one.
Yeah, go for it. I don't know if I had one last.
Dale's the best beer in the world, sponsoring Chris Fox and our podcast.
Yeah. Shout out to Dale's. We actually have a new flavor, so we'll do that for next episode, probably the news one. So, no more Double Dales for you after the Trey podcast.
Was I a little fucked up? I think I was. Yeah, we do a little bit of editing after that one. But we can go right into that. You don't drink. I've seen some posts about like you've been sober for how many years?
A little over 3 years.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Was there a reason for that, or did you just kind of decide to stop drinking?
There was a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
I just started so young, like 14 years old, getting into it. Like all my older homies did it. And it was like a lifestyle, you ride BMX and you drink and stuff. And it just got out of hand by the time I was like in my younger 20s. It was a lifestyle. Like I rode, I drank.
Yeah.
I partied, I did other shit. Like it was bad for my health, mental health. I was depressed. I didn't know why. Like I was like,
Were you like fucked up a majority of the week?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, towards the end for sure. And
Were you in Austin at that point too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
And Austin's a hard one when you're really partying.
Yeah.
'Cause you like just so many people are really partying that you
Yeah.
get stuck in a hole, I feel like.
For sure. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. I didn't like myself. I didn't like my riding. I was over it. And I've been there 9 years, so I'm almost a local, I guess. Yeah.
Now you're throwing jams.
Yep.
Big old jams. That one you just threw looked dope.
Yeah.
Darty at the ditch too.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah, that was so what's up with that? It looks really fun.
Should we
Looks like
watch
there's like hundreds of people there now and kinda
Yeah, it was great.
gaining some traction.
Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Or should I just search?
You bring all the ramps in, the
So,
rails, like it's
pretty-
all up to you.
Yeah, it started like 2 years ago now. And it was an idea I had. I went to Adam Roy from Burn Slow. I was like, he had wanted to do jams, and we've done like some small jams at the skate parks and stuff. And we've filmed clips at this ditch. Like it's a great ditch, just like huge banks. It's intense, but like when you go there, you're like, wow, imagine like if you had like something to jump into these big ass banks.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I went to
400-foot rail going down the whole bank.
Yeah. So I went to him and Tina from Empire with the idea, and they were super down. And it just kind of happened real fast. It was like, all right, in 2 months, let's have the jam, the first year. And yeah, got it done. It sucked.
Why is that?
It's like a mile basically into like the woods. You have to park, and then you go down like a half mile down this bike path, and then it turns into a dirt path. And then you go into the ditch, and then you're like on the top of the ditch. So everything you want to like bring down or bring in, you're like rolling in at a slant. We were using, Empire let me borrow a gorilla cart. You know what those are?
No.
It's like a big ass like wagon with like pumped up tires, and you can put like 1,000 pounds on it basically and just walk it in.
It's like slightly mechanical or something like that.
Yeah,
like
so yeah, I just use ratchet straps.
Is there houses around there? Because it looks like pretty big turnout. And like,
is it a water reservoir or something?
Yeah.
What is it?
It says when you walk into the entrance, it's like something drainage facility. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we have one similar to like that up in Escondido. I don't know if you've ever ridden it, Dennis, but like kind of the same size banks and stuff like that. But it's probably a bus these days. But
yeah.
That's what I was saying. It seems like this would be a bus.
Who's Brett? Just so before, or what was the name?
Brett Wickersham.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a homie from Austin. Passed away in a car accident this year.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, super sad. Like everyone was real close with him, and he was such a sick dude. And we wanted to do like a jam for him, and kind of just decided to mash them together.
Yeah.
So back to my question was: there like houses around this or what? Like it looks like so sick. You just do whatever you want in this crazy reservoir.
It's not very close.
So you're good.
Yeah,
like,
it's mostly like trails, like hiking and mountain biking trails. A lot of mountain bikers out there. So like when we're doing the jam, you'll see like a squad of like a bunch of mountain bikers coming in their side. Yeah, and when we were building stuff out there, they would come down and just be like, "Holy shit!" They would see like,
so it's like a pain in the ass to get everything there, but it's like not a bust
Guaranteed,
at least.
yeah.
Did you say the cops tore everything out this year?
They did.
Like afterwards?
I found out a couple weeks ago. Because the first time we did it, we left everything. And then I was able to add on to it this year, which cut the time in half, basically. And I got someone sent me a photo the other day. Hi, Dougie. And they were like, "Did you take all the stuff?" And I was like, "No, I didn't take all the stuff. That sounds horrible." Because we were just leaving it because it lasted the whole first year. And everything's gone.
Yeah.
Is that a
Words
bummer
out.
or does that pump you up to like start with a fresh canvas next year?
It's a bummer because there was certain things that I really wish were there. Like Ryan Corrigan made a box jump a few years ago that Empire had given me that I brought down there that we used last year. We used this year. It was like the one that we raised in the air, that pink grind box. It was awesome. And I was like, we could have used that again. Stuff like that. But I mean, it's not the biggest bummer. We can make it.
I mean, I think
way
more
different.
than anything,
Yeah.
it just means that the cops know it exists, which kind of sucks.
Which is weird
Like,
that they would spend all the effort. Like you said, it's such a mission to get there. They did that mission to get
probably
everything
not
out
cops,
of there.
probably like city something.
I bet it was nice for them because they probably had some big ass trailer. They like unlocked the gate and drove all the way down there.
Yeah.
Maybe
Shout
if
out
they
to
knew-
Eli Kravitz, man. He kills it at everything.
He's the best. He's like he wins like every jam in Austin.
Yeah.
And it's so fun to watch him ride.
He's one of the sickest young AMs.
Yeah.
He's dope.
Into the ditch.
Brett bar hop.
Yeah. Nuno came up with that idea. It was brilliant.
Brilliant idea.
Yeah, he's like,
Great marketing.
He's like, "Is there anything you could do for Sunday?" And I was like,
Let's have a bunny hop
"Yeah."
contest, but make it nuts.
Yeah. I was like, "What do you think?" And he's like, "How about you make Brett bars and it's a bunny hop contest?" I was like, "Nuno, that's genius." Yeah. It only took me like 2 hours. I used like a shitty piece of wood, and it's like the dimensions are way off. Like my bars don't look like that.
Colors on. Stickers there.
Yeah, the sticker. I was so proud of that. But if you look closely, it's a scribble. Instead, it says like Brett bar, and then it's like a star. Like my bars don't have a star. I just wanted it to look like.
Looks great in the footy.
Yeah, for sure. I knew it wasn't gonna be like a red camera or whatever, so you couldn't see it.
So the video 720, so
Yeah.
you're good. What's the scene like in general now? Like I always think of the Austin scene obviously as like it being the largest scene outside of Southern California. You know, and then it had its like peak days and it had a little bit of lull seemingly.
It
and
seems
then
like it's back.
Now it's back, and then it's like, but it's like from your perspective being there for 9 years, like how was it when you first got there? Did it peak at any point?
I feel like it is on its way up right now.
Yeah.
For sure. When I first moved there was like Jake Seeley and Charlie Crumish and like dudes that were older than me that like I was looking up to, and I thought it was sick that they were out there. And the scene was popping for sure. Like when I first moved there, I think it was like the last year of Toast.
Mm-hmm.
So like there was a lot going on. and then it died down slowly.
Yeah.
And
The T1 ramp leaving, I feel like, was a kind of big part of a hub that kind of ended.
yeah,
At least it's like a centerpiece, you know, like.
yeah.
But now it seems like super street orientated, which is cool because it kind of was like the T1, like a bunch of ramp shredders and trail shredders would move there. But now it's
And
like
9th Street
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now we've got a bunch of people: Trent Lutzke, Grant Uby, Julian, Jared,
Logan.
Like, yeah, dude, Logan's the man. Those are all my boys. Like, the scene is big.
Scene is
Is,
big.
is
Yeah.
Casey out there? full
Yep,
time now?
Casey's
All
out there.
Yeah.
There's so many names.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's a
Tom,
lot.
Chase,
Yeah,
and then all
Joe's
the
still out
regulars.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the Credence dudes are at the trails too.
Yeah.
yeah, and there's a bunch of kids that are like younger than us that are coming up now. So I feel like it's just gonna make the cruise even bigger and like
Yeah.
make James pop off even more. It's sick right now.
Whoa, who's doing the tire ride?
That looks like the dude that used to live in Ride
Yeah.
for Stolen. That
He's
Jeremiah Miller?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Jeremiah Miller.
Yeah,
That's
that is him.
his
Yeah.
Dang.
I was literally like,
I wonder
yes,
if he
that's
moved
him.
to Austin too.
He did.
He did?
Damn, he's
Oh.
cool.
Yeah,
I
and
feel like a
he's
lot of people are moving there.
he's so good.
Yeah.
He is. He's always been so good.
He was like so underrated when he lived here. You see him
He was
ride.
like the Eli Kravitz of San Diego.
Kinda, yeah,
Yeah, like
kill all the
literally,
jams.
So, well, we'll keep having jams and
Cool.
get him to blow up because we'll do
Yes.
crazy shit at all of them.
That's how people blow up. Is good jams happening.
Yeah. Dude, Matt Ray was there. What? It was so crazy. I was looking around and I was like, Matt Ray. I was like, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I'm just driving through Austin and I saw on Instagram you had a jam. I was like, that's so sick.
Such a Matt Ray thing to do.
Yeah, because I grew up around him in Massachusetts.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask, is it how far did you guys live apart?
I don't know, far, but I would see him like on like Wednesday
Eli,
sessions
man.
at like we used to ride this indoor park called Skater's Edge.
Okay.
I'd see him there. I'd see him at Rye Airfield when that was around.
What was the scene like in like Cape Cod? I don't think of Cape Cod as being anybody's ever.
you just think of ice
yeah,
surfing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're-
I mean, that's what yeah. I don't know anything about Cape Cod. to be honest.
Yeah, I was like, what? You're like, I think
like-
there's ice.
I'm gonna make some shit up, basically.
Yeah,
it's
Like
literally
oysters
kiteboarding
there,
big
like
there.
clams or something.
You know, you throw it at the dartboard and maybe you get something.
Yeah, they probably ice surf up there.
There's ice, there's water.
it's beautiful. There's definitely a lot of snow, a lot of ice, a lot of the year. It just looks like a little bit depressing
Yeah.
after it snows, but it's gorgeous. Like in the spring, summer, fall, like we have like all the seasons. So in the summer it's great. In the fall it's like super orange and red, and in the spring I don't know, it rains or something. But yeah,
Flowers.
the scene out there is basically my best friend Zack Cooke. It was us forever, like since I can remember, because our parents are best friends, my mom and his mom. So like when I was like in diapers, we were like kicking it together.
Oh wow.
And we got into like racing and riding together. And that was probably the hardest part about leaving my hometown, was leaving him.
Yeah.
He's still out there. He's doing good. He's woodworking and stuff.
Nice.
You should maybe
Can you
we'll,
close the door, Zach? Yeah.
he's had like some really cool parts in 90 East videos, and
Well, that I think is that the split. That's your first part, right, with him.
no, actually, so I grew up with him. We rode around my hometown. We made like a DIY at our skate park, like our local prefab park. We added stuff. Everything was, that was it. It was just like mostly sandwich. We would ride. And then I met CB Coombs, who lived out there, and he was working on a video with Chris Depieri.
Yeah.
They made AOTC.
Yeah.
That was the first.
A good video.
Yeah,
It was a
dude.
good video. Good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Good fun. Like I remember that. I haven't watched that video in 10 years, but
Yeah.
like it was a good video. I didn't realize it was you at the time, obviously, and not like one of those things. But
Yeah.
I guess I have it. So
I was
Watch some old Brett footage. That sounds
Yeah.
good.
Sounds awesome.
because I think that when I think you reposted this recently too or something. You
I
posted
did.
a clip.
Yeah, because I was 14. But yeah, so me and Zach grew up together and just
But
did.
it has a hold on. Is this? This is about him, right?
Yeah. He's so talented.
So
What
this
year
is-
was this?
I don't know.
These are spots by where you grew up. All this.
There's Boston stuff and Cape stuff for sure.
Look at you. Did you ride for Sabrosa?
No.
Just
Yeah, no, I
Didn't it say more about you? I thought.
no, it just said Brett's only 14.
Brett's only 14.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Um,
that's CV, and I knew him like for a while, like because he was also from Sandwich, So I would see him around and I'd be like, whoa, those are the cool guys.
Yeah.
And Zack was filming a part, because Zack's 3 years older than me. He was filming a part for this video with CB. And then I went out riding with him and I did a tuck no-hander down a stair set. It was like the first trick I learned. It's all I did in this part. And I remember CB like looks at me and looks at Zack and he's like, should you have a part in this? And then I was like, so happy. And I ended up getting enough footage.
Is that it right there?
No, it was a different one. But yeah, I got enough footage for us to have a split part, which was like a dream come true at the time.
So cool to see.
Yeah.
It's funny because I feel like you have your style is like there early on, like hops and speed and threes and like
Wall rides
obviously
down.
wall rides and like not obviously you lost the no-handers at some point. Those like Nathan,
Yeah,
Dude,
Nathan Williams style ones too, right?
I
I did one the other day up a rail. Just
you?
for fun. He's like, this is a throwback for you.
I was like, hey, Zack, throwback.
Where did that style come from? Like, why do you like who started riding fast instead of like, you know, kind of the East Coast style of being street? I think of like kind of technical spots, you know?
Yeah, I just grew up racing. Like I raced probably like a year before this till I was like 13.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just like
One of the most common things with uncut guests.
Yeah.
Race until they're about 13.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like 50% of people that
So you only been riding street for a year at this point.
I mean, my local park was a prefab park, so it was basically a street spot.
Yeah.
Like everything was
like a
just
plaza.
everything was out of whack. You could actually, that would be a really fun one for you all to see.
Like that's crazy.
Oh.
14 180 rail. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not nuts. It's not
14
nuts, but it's like
No, 14
it's crazy.
Young.
Like
You don't see many really crazy.
just like that's like a power.
This is the
thing,
clip that
you
changed
know,
it all
like,
for
there
me.
you go.
That was it?
Yeah.
There's a
Nice.
double set.
Yep.
That's legit.
You got to get a huge no-hander for the secret part you're working on.
Didn't you
Dude.
go back to this spot? And
Yo!
Was that
dude.
on a ledge? Like
Yeah.
I hopped on it. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then I went back like years later and three'd over the ledge.
Ah.
Yeah. This is the craziest clip ever. Like, he should have died.
Oh! Yes. Flag.
Dude.
He really went for that rock.
Yes, he did. He's a beast.
Dude, that guy is sick. He reminds me of Eli Platt style a little bit too. He's kind of his steed is kind of like Eli Platt style. I like it.
That was insane.
Right? Isn't that so
Shout
cool?
out to Zack, dude.
I'm so
Holy
happy
is
that
that rap.
Zack Cooke.
Yep. I'm so
Dope.
happy we're watching this.
Hell yeah.
13
Lucky
years
Zack.
ago.
Holy shit. Oh, well, what is that?
Staff picks.
The tongue missed.
Yeah, he's kind of he did. Yeah, he shot at the dartboard and missed on that one.
I want to show you all the park we grew up riding so
Yeah.
you can
What
understand.
is it? How do I look it up?
So you could watch. We're on Vimeo.
I mean, we can watch it. I mean, it's on anything.
He's got.
We're on the internet.
On
Yeah.
Go to YouTube, type in SSP Life.
SSP life.
Yeah.
Oh, we're looking for this. Didn't you take your training wheels off? You were telling me the story about learning how to ride bikes. And you're the only person I've ever known that actually like took their own training wheels off.
That's what my mom claims. She says when I was 3 that I had tried to ride with my training wheels off and like wasn't having it and falling. And then like later, like a couple days later or something, she said that she looked outside and I was riding with no training wheels and that I took them off myself, like with a screwdriver.
Have you ever heard of anyone doing that? I never heard that. I was like, that is a sick learning to ride your bike
is
story.
pretty
Everyone's always like,
hilarious.
my dad put me on my bike around this age and I went down the hill and I got it.
Sometimes I think she just
Brad
wants
was
to
like,
feel
I'm taking
cool.
I believe
This
it.
is
Yeah, so this is what we grew up riding.
that- Who's that?
Me.
Is that
Dude.
Is that Corey
Yo.
Walsh?
That was sick.
So we grew up riding this park. It was right down the street. We
It is like a street spot.
Yeah,
I
we
like
lived
that
there,
spot.
and we were able to move those benches, like with a bunch of people. We could move those around.
Are you drinking at that point?
Oh yeah, like I said, it started young. But everything there was super weird, and so we learned a lot of street stuff just because I could ride the spine as a pole jam, you know?
Was that you?
Yeah.
And what age
Already.
is this?
This I'm probably
That's crazy.
I'm probably 17 or something.
This is all you?
Wow. Okay. You're a little
No,
bit
it's
older at
it's
this
Zack
point.
and I.
But
Yeah.
that was all you, those clips.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say I thought we were still in the 14 range, and I was like, "You're ice pick
Still,
pole
that
jamming
was
a spine
17,
doing a
Smith
toboggan."
R3.
I was
I
like,
could
Smith R3,
I
man,
might have
that's
been 18 in this. This could have been
Yeah.
like right after high school.
Well, that is like all right. When you say plaza, I think of something else. I don't think of this. So
Yeah, this ain't even prefab.
Yeah.
I think like cement quarters and stuff.
Yeah, it's like cement. These like everything. Okay, in Cape Cod, there's a bunch of these parks where it just looks like someone just got
Yeah, you see
shipped there.
Matt Ray riding these kind of parks sometimes.
Yep. Yeah. In all of Massachusetts, I think they're there. And so
Like little cement parks.
somebody made a lot of money fucking over the city, basically. Yeah.
and it was really, I don't know.
That pyramid
was like
looks brutal.
What is that?
Yeah,
It's a
it's
street
cool.
spot.
It's literally, it is like a cool.
So you guys
street spot.
added rails and
Yep.
stuff?
Yeah, we like added some quickcrete and like would move rails around, and I don't know. It was like a shitty park, but it was such a blessing because it helped
Hey.
my riding so much.
Yeah.
Because I would learn how to just jump over the spine instead of like.
You made the most out of
Yeah,
it. Like,
yeah.
look where you are now, and that was your local park. Because some people think, like, oh, you need to go to Woodward, or like, not that that's a bad
Yeah.
thing, but it's like if you just make the most out of what you got, you can get good.
Yeah.
Sometimes really skilled people grew up with nothing good to ride, and they
Yeah.
just get all the bike control from riding a curb or something.
Yeah.
Seems like.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then
I love how you jumped the spine in the beginning.
Thanks.
That was so sick.
and then how, I guess, who was the first brand to like hook you up? Like, I saw a Sabrosa shirt, but you didn't ride for Sabrosa. Was there
It was Eastern.
Eastern?
Yeah.
Eastern. Oh, okay. I was thinking 90 East, but
No.
Oh, okay.
Good old Eastern bikes.
Yeah, Eastern Bikes hooked me up first through. I think Josh Perry got me the hookup.
Okay.
Because I don't think he grew up on Cape. I think he would like come be there in the summer.
Yeah,
or
I
something.
think of him as being like Greenville. But he's probably from somewhere else,
Yeah.
obviously.
But I was a big fan of him, just knowing he was local.
Yeah.
And I met him a few times, and I think he saw that I was getting like better or whatever.
Saw you jump that spine,
Yeah.
lying flat.
Yeah, it was before that. It was young. I think I got on Eastern when I was 15.
So you're probably riding an Eastern in that?
I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then if you keep watching, I actually break it at the end.
Oh,
Yeah, it was sad.
That was the end of
that was like the
Eastern.
Grim Reaper days, though,
That
right?
actually, yeah.
I think Eastern's still a thing.
No, they're
Doesn't
still
Kenneth
around. Yeah,
Pincio
they're
ride
still
for him?
around.
Yeah.
I was joking, saying that was the end of Brett and Eastern.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
It actually was though. My homies made me stop riding it.
Whoa. Oh, I thought the frame was like that. I didn't realize it broke.
Yeah. But
Hey.
nothing against Eastern. It was just I was a big guy and that bike took a lot of abuse.
They were definitely on like
Yeah.
the revolutionizing the lightest frames possible
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the time. Because I remember they had like the Grim Reaper and frames that you're like, that
Yeah.
looks sketchy, like holes taken out of it.
Yeah.
Like
It was a
that's
weird
what they
phase
did.
for BMX in general.
Yeah,
but
but Eastern was pushing it.
they were on that side of it, you
Yeah.
know, and then it was.
I think I had the wrong style for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You rode
Yeah.
Eastern, like these
Not
are
that-
these could break because they're really fucking light.
not
Yeah.
the smoothest guy in the bracket.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. So Eastern, and then stopped riding for Eastern, and I got like a Daryl Taco frame or something.
Okay.
I think Mike Brennan gave it to me, and then that was like around the same time I started riding for Merit,
Okay.
and then after that it was We the People.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you rode for We the People.
Yep, for a little bit. When I like the end of my time in Cape Cod into Austin was with the people. I did one trip with them. And then shortly after that I met Walter and they were filming and I went and I was like just having fun or something, and I think Celia was there too. And Celia had known me from the past being East Coast guys. And I think it just got brought up like Celia was like, yo, this dude.
Yeah.
And then from there
How far before like Sunday versus Odyssey was that? Remember the Sunday versus Odyssey videos that came out? They were fucking badass.
Yeah,
That's
Walter
what the
made 'em.
secret project is. Sunday
Another one of
versus
those?
Odyssey 2.
That's why he's out here. We've been
So you get to guess on stuff and ruin my shit with the Chris Kyle thing. So I'm just gonna.
sorry about that. I got lucky with that guess.
The news thing.
but
he,
you're
like,
wrong on
guessed.
that,
I was
yeah.
like, "There's the hot air balloon thing." He's like, "Chris Kyle, Red Bull," and I was like, "Fuck me."
Because I was like, that's the only guy that would like pull that off right now, and I actually guessed it like on the news. Yeah, super side topic.
But yeah, sorry, just a joke. So Walter is a huge influence on a lot of people, just because he was such a workhorse of like media, and he was working for IDUK at the time and stuff like that. And
Yeah, if you're like hanging with Walter and friends with him, it seems like you could like go places.
yeah,
He had his hands in a few cool things.
But But that's cool.
Yeah.
Did We the People was cool with it, I suppose? I mean, he was probably just a flow dude at that point.
Yeah.
not a
It was
huge
cool.
deal,
It was nothing.
Oh yeah, but then back to the Odyssey Sunday thing. Was that pretty like quick when you got on Sunday? Because I feel like that was like some of the first footage I saw of you that I was like,
I had a grow up
who is
part
this guy?
before
Okay,
that.
that was before that.
Yeah,
okay.
so like right when I got on Sunday, they were like, "We're working on a DVD. Like, let's get going." And I was like, "Oh shit, okay." And they were like, "Oh, we want to get you like a split part. There's some other guys filming a split part." And then it just worked out to where we got a bunch of clips. We ended up with a full part.
Nice. So that
Yeah.
was like the beginning of Sunday for you. Was grow up.
Yeah,
Damn. Cool.
It's crazy. Grow Up doesn't seem like it's that long ago.
It was not. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
that
a-
long ago.
yeah. I've been on Sunday for like over 7 years, maybe 8. I don't know.
I guess it was a while ago.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
and we were filming like immediately. So
What's your favorite part that you've ever had?
my favorite part,
One that you're like most proud of.
dude, our secret one that you don't know about.
It's not done yet though. How do you know?
I already know. I was just kidding.
Yeah, I like that.
Favorite part's always the next one.
I like
right?
that. Promoting it already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine it's just called Brett Silva the secret part.
Yeah.
And they weren't lying. Like it's just a secret part. Yeah, we told you. We told you what it is.
No,
Sunday
it's the name
secret
of
part. Yeah.
I don't know. My favorite part is definitely, I gotta say, Off the Rails.
I love that last
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so fun.
We should
like,
watch a little bit of that because that's such a good part. 'Cause I don't want to talk about that banger because that's a banger.
Yeah, it was my first like full length filming with Zack.
Oh, cool.
And it was just such a treat. We work really well together. Like,
You
I
had
don't
stuff in mind in California. You're like, I want to go here to this spot, and like everything was just working out.
yeah, it was great. It was like,
You know what spots you want to ride and what you want to get done. And Zach loves filming really good.
yeah,
And he's down with cool spots. And like it's just a great combination, you two. I've seen it the last couple of days. It's like you guys work perfectly together.
yeah. It definitely makes biking like that. Like when you're filming, it makes it a lot more relaxed. Just like knowing that it's gonna look great. That he's not having a hard time and stuff.
And he's like hyped on what you're
Yeah.
doing because he's like, you're doing a sick trick at a sick spot. Like, let's get this. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, and
That was so sick. You look like you're on a trampoline when you ride. Like, God, if I could fucking bunny hop like that, man.
my friend.
Scott, he's so hyped.
I also like it because we were able to use a song by my friend Caroline Rose.
That song is sick. That's one of your friends?
okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
So we won't get flagged for this song.
Probably will.
Hopefully not. No, it's his
No
friend.
big deal. Is that her?
Yeah, that's her.
We did
Oh,
clear
what?
it for the Sunday channel too, so
You
at
did?
least
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
That's
the
fine.
song was
I'll
so
turn
cool.
I'll turn it down just so I don't
Yeah.
have issues, but you can leave it up for a little bit.
What's her name?
Caroline Rose.
She's got a bunch of music. Sick.
Yeah, she's
I like the
awesome,
song
dude.
a lot. Caroline Rose.
Yeah, you should check her out.
I was going to say some of these early trips with Brett, it was kind of nuts to witness because he was like an Energizer bunny, just filming so many clips throughout the day and just not tiring out. And
He's
we were
got good
all-
energy.
Yeah, and we'd all just look at each other like, "How is he still going?" Like,
Oh man, this part. This is your most recent part too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably like 6 months ago, 5 months ago. Came out.
I don't know.
maybe
Not that
close
long
to
ago.
10 now.
Yeah, because it came out around the time of Dawn of the Streets, which was, I don't remember.
Last summer.
Yeah.
Last summer, yeah.
And you won the last one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I forgot.
That's like a sick thing. That's like one of the sickest things to win, man. Like just
Yeah, it was great.
a jam in the streets that goes on all day. Like just
5K cash.
Yeah,
No,
that was
no taxes?
no, and it was weird. I
get
did
him in trouble.
I did not like being in like New York City with $5,000.
Oh, I could imagine. I could
Stressed.
imagine.
Yeah, I was like, yo, Zach, like, we need to go to the bank, like, quick.
Yeah,
Dude.
they know we
I
won.
got $5,000 and like
that's
1,000
a
people
ditch.
know I have it in my pocket.
It is.
It was weird.
Is that the ditch you do the jam?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was before I had anything. That was the last clip.
Brett called it the Mega Ditch this time.
Mega
when we
Ditch,
went
yeah.
there. That was the name of it, yeah.
Where did Darty come from?
Yeah, man.
Darty,
Just party Darty?
in high school, we used to like skip school and like do stuff in the middle of the day, and we would call it a darty.
Okay.
It was a day,
Makes sense,
day
yeah.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, what does that mean?
I just
Yeah,
thought it was like
your
ditch
style.
party.
You're such a
Well,
powerhouse.
I guess it is.
Ditch
but like,
party
not
makes
like
a lot
related
of
to
sense
school.
too. I never thought of that. Yeah.
You're definitely a lot of people's like one of their favorite riders, man. Like a lot of people are always like, we've talked about him so many times in this podcast. I feel like
I guess I don't know how to phrase it, and I know it's hard to talk about like your own style of bike riding, but I feel like one example I can talk about is like you do like a bar to tap at House Park, and then you just hop back.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's a trick that people do all the time, obviously, but that's like you just did it differently, and it's like I feel like you're just like trying as hard as fucking possible on every single trick, even though it's like really simple.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, you know, like
I don't know, because
yeah, sum up your bike riding for me in 6 words.
Yeah, why are you so sick?
thank you. I'm not. I don't know, maybe like just growing up with like a bunch of cool dudes a lot of them have taught me that like less is more sometimes. And like I had a few years where I chilled in Boston with the 90 East guys a lot, and they're like all about that, like using spots and like maybe not doing the craziest like toe whip or something, but like they make their hop into the bank look amazing. And so
It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
yeah.
Yeah, you got a quote this weekend. You're like, I learned all these tricks, you know, and then I just go back to fucking tobogganing this huge thing again, like a bigger one. You're like, that's what I end up liking. It's like, that's a pretty good quote. Like,
I mean, yeah,
learn all these tricks at the park, but you still get to a spot. And you're like,
Yeah, I'm like, I learned all these tricks, and then I got 3 clips in a row that I didn't take my hands or feet off or do anything. I just stayed like,
fuck,
yeah.
if it works. But yeah, I guess, I don't know.
keeps it fun though. You're learning tricks at the parks, and then you're in the streets, just like,
I mean,
going
if
back to this double peg to gap. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there anybody else that is like kind of like that main influence, or like even outside of like Cape Cod area, but like riders growing up where you're like, I want to do like you had a Nathan Williams downhander like type thing. Like,
Yeah.
was there other influences that were pretty heavy when you were kids?
Yeah, lots. Chris Childs was a huge influence on me. Just because I had seen him at like my racetrack when I was young, and he did a tuck no hander and like a table, like in his race.
Yeah.
And I remember that was before I like went to skate parks and stuff, and I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. I want to do that. And then he actually taught me bar spins, which is funny.
That's sick.
Yeah. And Josh Perry was from where I'm from. Just all the local dudes. That's what was cool to me. Like the fact that like I seen them with my eyes.
I could see Chris Childs being like a magnetic riding style, you know, like being like, that was sick. I want to do that.
He's talented.
Yeah. Incredible. So
Is Josh Perry the dude from Greenville that was like shredding rain?
yeah,
He's
Yeah.
been in
He did,
Greenville
like-
forever.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had the brain tumor.
Right.
A couple of them, I guess, at this point. Like, yeah, he's an incredible bike rider.
Incredible. He put on front brakes for a minute. I don't know if he still did, but he did like a front brake, like a wall slap, but with the front brake on a big ass wall
To
at the
whip.
unit to whip.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like down whip or
Reg topside.
Topside,
And then he went.
yeah.
That was I saw that recently.
That's such
Yeah,
a
I think we
sick
reposted
clip.
it. It was like he posted that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude,
It was like he wasn't really a front brake rider, but that was like
Yeah.
one of the sickest front brake tricks ever.
Yeah.
So
and
cool.
his whole story is nuts. Obviously.
Yeah, Josh is always been such a genuine cool dude, and Chris Childs too. Like
Yeah,
I've
sure.
known him since he was young, and he's always been so dope.
Yeah, he's the man.
So make sure that we are recording.
We are recording.
We are.
I can see myself
Here,
now.
I'll turn it a little
Hi
bit.
guys.
Turn it a little bit more so you don't have to see yourself.
Okay, thank you.
What is Rambler?
Rambler sparkling water.
It's just sparkling water. It's funny because I mean I put the pieces together that you were sober now, but at
Yep.
first I thought Rambler was an alcohol.
Nope, it's sparkling water, and they hooked me up.
That's dope.
Yeah, they're the homies.
You did
Super
that part with Daryl.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 It's an Austin brand.
Yeah.
And do they have other riders?
No,
Or-
they sponsor like a guy who like runs across America, and they sponsor someone else who's like a mountain biker.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And
That's cool.
It's really cool. The owner, one of the owners, Aaron and I did like a photo shoot for them for like an ad campaign. And I met one of the owners. His name's Dave. He's awesome. And he was like, I used to ride in the 80s. Like, this is so cool. Like, we're looking to sponsor someone. We don't sponsor anyone. Like, someone that can like rep in Austin because we got this Austin-based company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Neat.
yeah.
Yes.
And,
I like water.
yeah, and it turned
Yeah.
out to be the coolest thing ever. They're so cool. They're down to help with like anything. Like, I don't know. They're just like, yeah, make videos. Like, do whatever you want. Like, we support it. And
They like what you do.
Yeah,
and
they're
you market
great.
them. That's how it works.
And I love it. I'm like, I don't drink. You give me sparkling water. It's the best. I can show up to my homie's house with a case of that. Yeah, they're awesome. I wanted to actually bring y'all some.
Yeah, I'd like to try some.
But I slacked on that. My bad.
It's okay.
I feel like that's a kind of a future thing happening. Like, not that all brands are going to do it, but you're seeing like more brands coming into BMX where they're like sponsor one BMXer, and then like you said, like a runner, or like a kayaker. It's like more of a common thing now to like have like a widespread board, not like 10 BMXers, 10 skaters. That's it. You know, like I like seeing that. Like Dockers with Matthias. It's like they have a Flatlander. They got a tennis player. You know, like it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They're cool too. They're expanding. I bet you they'll be on San Diego soon. They're in like they're in LA in a couple places.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I think they're gonna be in like Target or something soon.
Damn.
So like they might be all around.
Oh,
Blowing up.
Good for them.
They're cool. They do stuff for like they support like Texas wildlife and all sorts of stuff. So it's cool to drink something that's feels good.
Understandable.
Good cause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's like supporting you that like the Daryl video was like really cool. You know, like that, like a project like that for a water company. It just doesn't exist very often.
Yeah.
You know, so.
There ain't no one else that I know with a sparkling water sponsor. You're doing it.
Yeah, they're
It's
great.
awesome. Oh yeah, we got to go back to off the rails. Sorry, we talked about his riding style, which was short. I knew I wasn't.
And Zack sponsored by Fireball.
Oh yeah,
Complete opposite.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about
That'd
that.
be gnarly.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Joe Jarvis was sponsored by. Are you really sponsored by Fireball?
No.
Oh yeah,
Joe Jarvis actually was sponsored by
He is.
Fireball. He might still be.
I remember that.
That's a bad sponsor.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Fred Murray works for them from Dig.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fireball? Wow.
Yeah. That's why the Battle of Hastings is always
Oh, yeah.
sponsored by Fireball.
Fuck, man.
Sounds like heartburn.
Be careful.
Yeah.
You only have so many Fireball
Sounds like
shots.
pain. Yeah.
Can't drink them like Dale's all night and have to edit Trey and Gregson's podcast. You have to edit the whole thing.
They got 30 minutes shorter.
Dang, really?
It was.
Was the both of them one podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Trey's podcast
Yeah,
and Chris just was with him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it ended up, but Chris is
It
like
went
amazing.
on some tangents. That's basically what it boiled down to. But it's pretty.
It's the
funny.
problem with drinking the 9.5 Dales. You forget you're doing a podcast. You're just like, what did you say? Like, what are you talking? Yeah, I am. I'm the only one. They don't even drink. So I was like, I didn't listen to that one.
But let's talk about toboggan before we go back to off the rails.
Let's talk about what?
Toboggan. Just the toboggan.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
What
excited.
are the requirements
What are the requirements?
Yes,
To like
for-
perform a toboggan?
for you to be happy with a
For
toboggan?
that rail hump.
Oh.
Yeah, this is so we'll go
Okay,
right here.
here we go. All right.
Insane.
And then
Does it have
talk
to?
after.
Does it have to? It has to tickle the taint.
It has to go. It has to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was. And it has to be more than like this. Can you see that? Can they see that? It
Yeah.
has to be more than
But the bar's 90.
this.
More
Yeah,
than
it has
90?
to be like this.
Like 95?
Yeah, because there's a feeling where your hand gets when it's here
Okay.
to here.
All right. I
you
saw
pause it
it
too
there
later.
real quick.
Yeah.
Here, let's go. We'll do the YouTube slow mo. We love the YouTube slow mo.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. It's smooth.
He goes just slightly past.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like one motion where you're pushing straight forward because you're not really pushing straight forward if your hand is out here, I guess. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, that's how it feels good for me.
It's the palm out a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me see it on the
Is that your favorite trick?
and
It's my favorite trick. And it's actually,
yeah, I see it.
it's my favorite trick
Okay, what about the tuck afterwards?
because that's
That's
unnecessary.
bonus. That's not necessary.
Yeah.
All right. That's just an
You don't need
homage to Aiken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need to just grab seat. Got to make sure you grab a handful of seat.
Shout out to Zack for putting this in here 3 times for us too.
I mean, dude, it's too sick.
But my dad, he used to do like Miami hoppers back in the day.
Really?
Yeah. So, you know, it's like the same
Yeah.
thing. You're
Yeah.
like,
Here,
Going
I'll
on the
pull.
front
I'll,
tire.
I'll
Wait.
pull up Miami Hopper for the
Flatland.
okay.
yeah.
I was
It's like an
thinking,
Indo toboggan.
I wanted
Yeah.
to see if I sent you a picture of my dad's Miami hopper. If we
Your
could
dad
put it-
rode.
Yeah, if we could put it right
Obviously.
here in my hand.
Let's do that.
Yeah, if you do, we'll see if we
his
can edit
dad.
that in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I hope that
There you go.
works.
Is that your dad? That's not actual in Miami Hopper.
That's a
That's, a guy.
Miami
That's a guy
Hopper.
dressed like he's in Miami.
It's like a Miami
Keywords
hopper
are there.
kinda.
Yeah.
Dude, like no lie though, my uncle and my dad had stees. Like that's exactly what their bikes looked like.
Really?
Or with like mags. They rode like profile frames with like skyways, like checkered vans.
So your dad really rode.
Oh yeah, they were
Oh,
sick.
wow.
And it's funny too because he was like so into it when he was like 17 and 18, but like he knows nothing about it now. Like I'll tell him and be like, "Oh, what? Did you get air?" But when he was a kid, I like try to tell him like, "You were the sickest dad." Yeah, they used to do the Miami hoppers with like no foot, one hand.
Yeah.
Like crazy steez.
That's cool.
They had a quarter in their front yard that said like Schwinn on a big banner, and it was like full vert right beside the house. So yeah, he's the reason
Damn,
why.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and it was probably sketchy. It was like 8 foot radius, like 4 feet wide, or
Oh, it was
something
back
like
then.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, and
not
my-
4 feet, 8 feet wide, I guess. But
Yeah, so they raced, and my grandparents were super supportive of them. They let them have a quarter, and they bought like a bus to take them around to nationals. And then yeah, it stopped. They stopped. I think my uncle still messes around, but my dad don't ride anymore. But I don't know. I'm rambling.
no pun
You're a
intended.
rambler.
Yeah, I'm a rambler.
What was he the one that first took you to the racetrack? Like
Yes.
Okay.
So my grandparents bought the racetrack when they were racing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your grandparents were
Yes.
racing.
So then my dad's
First people to ever. So they're in
No, they
Sandwich.
weren't- they
they're in
weren't racing.
Sandwich, Massachusetts.
My grandparents bought the racetrack when my dad was
Okay,
racing.
all right,
yeah.
all right.
And so my dad wasn't racing and stuff when I was born, but when I was like 4, since my grandparents still owned the track,
Yeah.
I just started there. Like it was like the sport that I did,
Yeah,
and I loved it.
that's
And
crazy.
That's where it kind of.
So do they still own a racetrack there?
No.
Okay, all right.
No.
So you started at 4 and stopped at 13?
Yeah, it was like on and off though. Like I was like a kid, I didn't really know.
Yeah.
Like I was just told to go race.
Existing.
And your
yeah.
grandparents owned it, so it was like
Yeah.
such a thing. Like take Brett to the racetrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
Grandma and grandpa
when did
owned
it
it.
break?
Does the racetrack still exist at all or no?
Not that one.
Oh,
It got like bought like when I was. It was only like that for a few years. Like I kept racing when they didn't own it,
Okay.
and then that shut down. And now there is actually a new one that opened up this year in Sandwich,
Crazy.
or opened up last year or something. But it looks really nice.
So your dad and your brother were racing at the track, and your grandparents just thought like, oh, let's buy this as like a business opportunity.
Probably.
That's what
Yeah.
happened. That's
a
Kramer.
crazy story.
That's what Kramer's dad did too.
Yeah.
Like originally, is
Yeah, I
they
heard
bought
that, too.
they bought that racetrack like when he was racing,
Huh.
and then yeah,
That's
pretty
crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
buy the whole fucking racetrack. Like,
I don't even know. I don't even know
Yeah.
if they bought it or if they just ran it. I don't really know the situation.
That's
but
hard. You
it
were
was-
4. You were 4 to
Yeah.
13. You're not supposed to know much.
but
Yeah,
still,
it's
that's
all
so
right.
cool though.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
they were definitely in charge. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's rad.
Yeah. So rad.
I can't remember. Oh, so we got here via toboggan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Miami Hopper. You're
Miami
like,
Hopper
right,
is
Miami
like the
Hopper.
toboggan.
Yeah.
Like that's how Brett does the toboggan. That one.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Brett.
it
It
right
kind of
there.
looks like that.
That is Brett's toboggan. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
I just want to
Now
be
you have to
like.
put that in Brett's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. He asked for that.
That's his dad.
I just try to think of my dad every time I'm in the air.
There's no taint, and there's clearly no taint
some gap
contact.
there.
Is definitely
Almost. He's going behind it, so it's even better.
Yeah.
The back ends are probably so short you can't do it. Back
That's
Where
exactly
is it?
what you look like when you do a T-bog.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Oh, geez. Now I'm all over the place here. I wanted to find the clip again because I wanted to see where your like foot position is compared to that guy because he's like over the back.
Brett gets over the back too,
Yeah.
more than other people at least.
really
You are-
close to that
yeah.
Miami Hopper,
Yeah.
man.
It's crazy because you're like your foot is like vertical,
You mastered it.
We could edit the photo like on the pavement,
right?
and then
turn you.
just make it a Miami Hopper. That'd be cool.
Any other requirements for the toboggan?
Just have fun.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that's the real one.
Yeah.
If it feels good to you, keep doing it.
So what do you do outside of BMX? You were saying you have 2 dogs. You got a cool chick.
We never finished the thing.
Toboggan? We talked
No,
about
we never
toboggan.
finished the video part.
Oh, keep going. But
Yeah.
you were saying you also work at a homeless shelter or something?
So I work for this company called Free Lunch, and Free Lunch. All right. I have a hard time explaining this sometimes. There's this organization called the Other Ones Foundation, and they get people in Austin, like the unhoused people in Austin, try to get them back on their feet and stuff, give them shelter, like jobs, stuff like that.
An opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Other One Foundation,
cool.
yeah, we work with the Other Ones Foundation. We call ourselves Free Lunch.
Okay.
And we make like food and try to make it fun and have a bunch of nutrition because there's a lot of picky eaters out there.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're just trying to, just feed the unhoused in a good way.
Yeah.
And that's what I do for work. And we get paid through a zine that we sell.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's almost like donation based, huh?
Yeah. And it's like a quarterly zine and it's awesome. Well, there's also these things in town called Free Fridge. And it's like they're in different locations and people can go to them and just grab whatever they want out of
They
them.
need food.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So we'll like fill those and we work with the Other Ones Foundation, which is like the main thing we do, which is Monday through Friday, bringing like a ton of meals. Like
Do you bring them to like certain areas
That's
where they're just
amazing.
like there's a lot of people that are used unhoused. So right, is that the correct term? Before I say something wrong,
No, yeah, it's great. I mean,
homeless. I don't want to
yeah.
say homeless, but
it's all the same.
yeah,
Yeah.
You said unhoused, so and I was like, wow, that's very.
yeah. That's what I was like.
That's
oh,
right,
we're
yeah,
my
That's the
Hi.
best way you can
Yeah.
say it.
Well, that's what happened to me.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, go and feed the homeless. And they're like, unhoused. And I'm like, nice. Yeah, that does sound better. Yeah.
I mean, it's the same.
It's the same thing backwards.
Yeah.
But now it's a little more,
Yeah.
a little nicer.
It's just different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Is that how
be
do you,
calling
how do you
them all
get into
bums.
Yeah.
how do you get into that?
So my fiance,
Okay.
she's friends with the,
Congrats on the engagement.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's friends with our friend Jazz, who started it.
Okay.
how cool.
Yeah, and then I was like, I want in. That sounds sick. And then it's just a small crew. Caroline Rose actually knows like my boss.
Okay.
It's weird calling her my boss. She's like my homie. But that's how I met Caroline Rose. Caroline Rose was like, I want to be in too. She worked with us, and then that's how I met her, and we became pretty tight. And she was like, yeah, use my music.
Cool.
So sick.
Yeah.
What a cool thing. Seriously. Like,
Yeah.
that's something I never even heard of, you know? Like, I don't know if Southern California is too big and crazy for something like that, and Austin can manage it, but man, that's cool.
I mean, it exists.
Yeah.
I'm sure it exists on a few levels.
Dude,
here,
if there was a
but
free
so,
fridge.
yeah. Oh, a free fridge, no.
Free Fridge is gangster.
Yeah.
Fridge is gangster. It'd be hard
Yeah.
for me not to
Yeah.
grab something of a
I'm
free
like, and
fridge.
it's
Be
for
like, "I'm
anyone
hungry."
too. You don't have to be homeless or.
I feel like here it'd be like free fridge. I'm taking the fridge, putting it in my house, taking the food. Like, it just doesn't. I don't know. Southern California is a
know,
little
yeah.
bit too crazy.
Yeah.
Not that it's crazy, but Austin's so like small compared to here or something. Like, because that system you're saying is like, wow, this is so cool. It's like what everyone needs, like helping homeless people, feeding other people. Like, but why can't that be everywhere? I don't know. Is it because
Yeah,
Austin's
I
like
don't
the
know.
right size for it?
Yeah.
It probably.
Well, I mean,
helps.
what do you
small.
Because Austin's
Yeah.
big, but nothing like.
what do you
here.
see? You know, like what do you see on a daily basis with that stuff? Like it's got to be pretty. You know, like you go home and you're like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, like there's got to be some crazy, like heavy stories and stuff.
For sure. Some days are sad and some days are happy. Like some days it's great because it's like you see this guy who like just came in to the camp and he's like out of his mind.
Uh-huh.
And then as time goes on, he's dressing nicer.
Yeah.
He's shaved. He's like talking normal. And it's like, it's benefiting. And that's awesome. And then
Yeah.
other times you see someone that was great before. And I don't know, maybe they got back into what they were doing.
Yeah.
They're talking a little wild or like just looking real rough.
Yeah. In your experience, is it like substance or mental health, or is it like?
It's
I mean, you know,
definitely-
you always think of like, is it just bad luck? You know, like people make a couple of bad decisions and they're out, and
Yeah.
they, you know, like they fucked up, or is it? I don't know.
It's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely substance abuse and mental illness for real. That is
Yeah.
crazy. Like I hadn't seen it like that until I started working here.
Yeah.
Like it's one day you'll be having a great conversation with someone and the next day they're like freaking out about something that's not there. It's
Yeah.
like it's eye opening. You're like,
Real.
wow.
I feel like drugs mixed with bipolar.
Yeah.
Such a thing of like what causes homelessness.
Yeah. And schizophrenia.
Yeah,
'Cause people-
and bipolar causes schizophrenia eventually.
Yeah, I feel like people get
I've heard.
scared of people that are schizophrenic because they're like seem like they're like out of their mind, and then it's like I don't know, go away, and then they have nowhere to go, and then you're homeless.
Yeah.
And then when you're doing a bunch of drugs and not sleeping, it's just so much harder.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have a support system,
That's why I have friends that would be bums if they didn't have the mom they have or this they have. And I've seen it. And I'm like, that's what homeless people are, is someone that has a little bit of a mental issue, mixing drugs and alcohol, no sleep, no one to help them. Gone.
Yeah.
Like,
Done. Yeah.
but if you have like a really good mom or something to keep grabbing you, you know, like,
Yeah.
but you don't got anyone, fuck, man. That's why, like homeless people, you just never, their stories are always crazy. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always hard to, I don't know. You see it. I mean, here it's been so prevalent after COVID that it's like, it's hard to put a human behind it sometimes. You know what I mean? Does that sound weird? You know, like you're like, oh, it's another homeless person. You don't think of their like a mistake or their problems or anything
Their
like
story.
that. Yeah. You know,
Yeah,
like
you
it's hard,
categorize
it's
them.
difficult in a sense when you see it all the time. So
Yeah.
yeah.
but it's got to be hard when you,
desensitized.
but like for him, when you're talking with people and you're getting that story and you
understand,
and
like,
put
these are all
feelings with
people,
them,
you know, these are all people.
not avoid it. And it's like, it's got to be, I don't know. I feel like it would tear me up. You know, I feel
It
like
doesn't.
I'd be like, where'd our dinner go? And I'm like, fuck, I gave it to Joe or something
Yeah.
like that. Like I fucked up. I'm sorry, you know, or where's the cereal? Something like that, you know? So it's hard, but yeah, more power to you. I've known that for a
thanks.
while and I didn't know the full extent of it, but
Yeah. I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
Really cool. The coolest job I know of that anyone works. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
But I know personally, like, that's amazing.
and it's cool. It's just a group of friends, and they're really supportive of like me doing writing and stuff. So I'm like, I'm going away for 12 days, and they're like, oh, we'll make it work.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the best.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard, you know, pro writer job. And it's like, you can juggle that and you can do something that you want to do as long as you have that flexibility.
Yeah, you have a
know,
cool
like
boss
it,
that
like,
understands.
Yeah. It's like,
Because there is jobs though where they don't let you do that. You know,
yeah, and
like,
that doesn't work.
it's
you
hard,
know?
yeah.
When you have that, you know, it's like the equivalent of like being on summer vacation and then you like want to go, you can still ride bikes while you're in school, you know, like that type of thing. So, but, did we never finished the video part. We're finishing the video
True,
part.
let's get
So I'm gonna grab another beer.
Meow. I love that clip.
Me too.
Cat shirt.
You're a cat
Totally
guy.
unrehearsed.
You're a cat guy?
I'm a cat guy.
That's what Fighter
I'm a-
just said. Oh, because of that clip.
Oh yeah, I'm a dog guy, but it's an Empire. Waylon was Empire's cat. So that was an Empire hoodie or crew neck, whatever.
That was like your manual challenge the other day.
Yeah,
But extreme,
that one was
extreme
really
version.
hard.
Brett loves a manual challenge.
Me too.
Any challenge, really.
Yeah,
Aaron, and you kind of, I feel like he's kind of been a part of your life through the Austin
yep.
scene.
Everyone thinks we're brothers. It's funny.
Really?
And I'll go to House Park and they'll be like, "Hey, are you Aaron Ross?"
Really?
And I'm like, "Yeah," and I'll be like, "Nah."
I kind of could see that.
Yeah, it's just the beard.
Yeah.
yeah,
Salt in the
Sunday.
beard.
yeah. Sunday beard. I'm like, my bike's black, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
You had a
Aaron.
black bike once?
Yeah, he did once. But Aaron is amazing. He has been super supportive of like when I was going down a rough path in Austin and stuff. He always had my back and would listen and kind of push me to like he could see that I was like trying to get out of it, and
Yeah.
yeah, he's like an older brother to me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is he? I mean, he's still out there too, right? Like it's cool to see him like still out there getting it.
Yeah,
know,
he's
like-
wild. Like he's so busy with all his like house flipping and stuff.
Yeah.
But then he'll get on his bike and he'll like do something crazy and get a shitter and like beat the shit out of himself and like get a clip. I'm like, you're the man.
That's sick.
He still gets it. For
Yeah.
Sure.
He's never like not gonna be good at tail whipping whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last time Brett was in there. He sat in on the Aaron podcast.
Yeah.
I was so nervous and it wasn't even my podcast.
Dude,
Yeah,
just
you're a little nervous for this, huh?
I was earlier. Yeah.
it's
How
fine.
is
It's
it
fine
once you
once
get
you're-
10
I feel
minutes in?
good now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, anxiety is a real thing. Or just worry. I'm like, am I gonna
Even
say-
though we're just talking, there are cameras there and there. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it is.
Big light.
You gotta
it's
get
all
used to
right.
it.
I mean, even for me, I'm like, oh, it's been a while. You know, like
Yeah.
I forget. Like
petting the dog helps.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like you've sat in on like 4 now.
Yeah.
I think this is my third one, maybe.
Bro, we got to do a real one with you and have someone else sit in.
I know.
That'd be cool.
Soon, yeah. Let's
Yeah.
get that. Let's do that.
Not opposed.
Ah, this clip. I was talking about this yesterday.
Oh yeah.
This one went like Instagram viral too. Seen that shit on someone's Instagram and I looked at it. I was like, damn, dude.
So tall
Deserving
at the
though.
bottom.
Like that's something that anyone could relate to, being like, what the hell did that guy just do?
Yeah, it was cool. That was the first time I like saw it on something. It might have been BMX that I saw it on, and there was like pro skaters and stuff like commenting
really?
on it. It was like the first time that's ever happened to me, and I was like, oh shit, like they saw it, like fucking Danny Way or someone. I don't know.
Wow. That's had a lock on it too, so he had to just send it. There was no
really?
grinding up the
Oh,
rail.
man.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
people-
crazy.
No practice.
People would be like, how many tries? I was like, one. Thank God. Yeah.
I mean, you had to.
Albuquerque?
All right, hold on. Let's be quiet.
What?
Let's be quiet for this.
No.
Moment of silence.
Oh,
Moment of silence for the banger.
but yeah, the fence hop was funny because
Okay.
We
We'll talk
didn't-
about the fence hop.
we didn't know it
banger.
existed. Like I didn't know it existed. We were like, it was like one of our last days, and we were looking at spots. I don't know who gave us the spot, but it's like a hop over like a wooden rail or something to like a mellow down bank to drop. And I think that dude Matty G, like, is it-
Oh yeah. Dreadlock guy. Is he
It
Dreadlock?
used to
Okay.
be, yeah. He did like hop over to nose manual down it.
Okay.
And we saw the spot and we are like, that looks fun. Like, let's go ride it. And we get there and I didn't even get into the spot and I see that and I'm like, oh God. Like it was like speaking to me.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't walk away from it. We ended up, it was like, I don't know, 45 minutes of probably just like staring at it, stressing. And then we got it and then we left. And I never went to the spot
You
that
never
we
went
went
to the
to.
spot.
It was so funny.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you ever? I mean, you had to like just jump on the rail just to like go off to the side, right?
Oh, I did
Where
that.
is this?
Okay,
Looks like it's
all
in
right.
Albuquerque.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
mountains, there's the cement.
It was
Wow.
nice because you could grind up the rail slowly.
Yeah.
You just had to put your feet down immediately because
Yeah.
there was like,
I started trying those because of you. They're so sick.
dude, yours are incredible because,
Not like that, but they're fun. Like I really like it.
well, I just think it's impressive that you're like, take it to the box jump. I'm like, I would never do that over a
Really?
box jump.
To me, it's easier. Like to
Yeah.
fly, I kind of get scared.
It
to
makes
dip
sense because you have more time.
Well, and you can dip it more for
Yeah.
me personally because it's like whenever I've tried
You don't
to
have to bring it all the
over
way
a
back.
fence, I just go back instead of dipping it. I haven't
Yeah.
like dipped it yet. But thank you for inspiring me to do that trick because it's awesome.
Thanks for doing them.
So sick.
I get, people will tag me and I'm on Instagram and it gets me really stoked.
On a cannonball.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like kids will just be like at their local flyout, like grabbing
Because since
like,
Lucas
those guys.
Porzio, shout out to Lucas Porzio,
Yeah,
because he
dude.
was the one who did them big back in the day. Then I feel like no one's really messed with them until you that I know of.
I always
Yeah.
call them cannonballs. They're not cannonballs.
No,
Yeah.
it's a
I always-
bobsled.
I
A
literally-
bobsled.
Oh yeah.
What?
That's the
Toboggan?
bobsled?
Bobsled. I don't know.
Oh,
That sounds cool.
That is cool.
That's
Yeah.
kinda
He was
cool.
calling it the kamikaze for a period of time.
Kamikaze's cool.
Yeah, because I felt like
Because
it,
cannonball's no footer. Like you
Yeah.
can't take that.
Yeah. No, I would just instinctively write that on Instagram, and then I'd check back like 2 hours later, and there's like 40,
a toboggan-
40 comments calling me.
Because isn't a
idiot,
toboggan
you know?
a one-person little thing you go down the snow in? And
Yeah.
The
Bobsled.
the bobsled's two people.
Two people.
At least.
yeah. Oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah. Yeah. What is that?
Can we name it
That's
the
using
bobsled?
both hands, two people. This is
Okay,
one
so it's either the
person.
bobsled or the
Toboggan,
kamikaze.
bobsled.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It has a name. Either kamikaze or bobsled. The
Yeah.
kamikaze bobsled. I think you get to rename it.
It was we're calling it the kamikaze because we're
Okay.
imagining like someone in a plane just pushing it straight down. But
Okay.
then we like kind of realized it was kind of messed up and maybe we should call it that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could
be
It's kind of
better.
like a bad era.
Yeah, for sure. But that's how it felt the first time I did it. I was like, this,
But a kamikaze isn't. Kamikaze is anyone who fucking dive bombs a plane. It's not just from that era. So.
Yeah.
But isn't
yeah,
that a
yeah.
Japanese term? I think it might have come.
It
from-
was, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like
I think so.
anyone who fucking sacrifices.
No, I think they
gnarly
I think
plane.
they pioneered that.
Okay.
One.
yeah.
All right. So
So-
was it the bobsled?
The bobsled.
All right. Cool. Yeah, the bobsled.
And check.
That's the first trick I've ever named here on the Unclicked podcast.
Yeah, good job.
Unless Lucas Porzio already named it because he deserves it.
Yeah,
For sure.
Lucas.
The
Yeah,
photos
because-
of him doing it over like spines, like ooh.
He's another one that I talked about, like the highlight reel. You know, like Lucas Porzio highlight reel from like all the wild shit that he has done.
He was
If it's
killer,
not, like
man.
pixelated in like 360p
yeah,
or
it'd be hard
something.
to get that footage
Oh my
nice,
God,
but
he did.
He
just, like,
did him
had
one. He did the bobsled one-handed.
Really?
Yeah, he would kick that
like the
handbag.
Boyd, but with the feet on.
Yep.
Damn.
Nuts.
Oh, that's
I
a
want to
sick
do one so
variation.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like it looks like you're riding a bull, like actually riding a
That
bull.
Yeah,
would be an
yeah.
easy one to
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Bull rider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what's a bull rider called? A bull
I
rider?
don't know. You could call it like the rodeo or something.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The rodeo is already something though,
Is it?
isn't it?
I don't know.
Like a
rodeo grind.
Rodeo
Really?
grind.
I don't
Like
know.
when snowboarders is like a rodeo spin.
yeah.
True.
I think it's like a spin.
Can you know a point where there's trick names are already taken?
Bobsled. We got one locked down. That's a good one.
Okay, the rail hop.
Yes.
Well, this
You
is
found a
one,
landing to that rail hop, which
Yeah.
I noticed like after the second time watching that part.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's such a huge drop to flat, and you found the little landing to make it smooth. Look at this.
It was so sketchy though.
Little
That
cut.
little tiny landing. Did you notice that?
yeah.
Like I could have that could have been really bad. Because the problem is that the bank goes up and then the rail's like here and there's a little bit of flat. So you're hopping down here,
Yeah.
you know? And it gave me the worst pop ever. It wasn't like I was jumping off of a bank. I was like jumping while still going up a bank. And it made me feel really weird. And I was just like, get over it. And then after I got over it, I was too far back and I had to do the bar hump. But it made it so it felt like the lightest drop I've ever
Yeah.
taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better.
Like
Lots of landing gear.
one
Yeah.
of the biggest drops ever, and I think it was like silent. Like it was like ding. And we were like, what?
Yeah, you didn't even compress.
I want that guy's clip though.
I actually beefed up the sound a little bit because it was like, how was there no noise off of this 12-foot drop? It was like, what?
Yeah. Thanks for doing that.
We had to do it more justice.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Was that Sean Moore?
Yeah.
What was
Big squad
I
then.
haven't seen him in a minute.
what was like the lead up to this? I think you posted about this.
I did,
recently,
yeah. I wanted
but,
to talk about it because I felt like it was pretty cool. When we first started this part, and
Wearing a Budweiser shirt.
yeah, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, go ahead though.
When I first went to Long Beach, first trip I think for the
So.
video. Yeah, he showed it to me. Like, I think he was like kind of messing around.
Yeah,
He was
how
like,
many,
I just got to show you this.
how many people have you showed that to?
Not many.
No.
Yeah. But the fact that there's the cut there, I'm like, it kind of could make sense. I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
like someone could do this.
Yeah.
And I know he's someone that does huge rail hops. So
Yeah.
I think he's the only person I've shown.
Huh? Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, why would you show it to many people? It'd be like a Hoder thing.
Yes.
Who else would be one that would be like, okay, I like this. You
Yeah.
know, like there's not that many people that would.
Maybe Brock, but I feel like he's shied away a little bit from
Yeah.
like big drops unless
Yeah.
it's extremely unique. Maybe,
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
Tie, but you don't really film
Tie,
with tie.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I took a picture of it when we were there because I was like, this is crazy. But from like the first time we went, I was like looking at it like this.
That thing is
like-
huge. Can we go back to just how
Yeah.
tall it is? Because
Yeah, and
that's tall.
Yeah.
I think the first time I was like, I don't think I could do it. Like, I think it's too big.
That's tall, man.
And then,
That's vert ramp coping. That's the vert ramp coping right there. That's how tall that thing is.
Jeez.
yeah,
Dropping off a vert ramp.
It's one of those things where it's like it's one thing to look at it, but then you imagine just like pedaling at it, you know, from like 150 feet away, and you're like committed way back then,
Because it's not a lip. You're just going up this ramp.
and you have to
Yeah.
stay committed the whole
You're, like,
way.
pedaling up the
Yeah.
lip.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Ugh, got the
But yeah.
heebie-jeebies about that. So sorry, we're keeping
So that rail hop I showed you at the first school we met at yesterday, was that too boring for you? Like after watching this, I'm like, you probably were just like, this is stupid.
No, it was too long.
There's one.
Oh, okay.
There's one on El Cajon Boulevard, just off of it, that I've showed a couple people. That is like shorter. I feel like maybe 3 feet shorter than that, but it is a good rail hop. And
Yeah, you
it's
got to
like a
come back.
downhill
You got
ride.
like a nice
Yeah.
little mini taste of San Diego
Yeah,
the last couple of days. Like
yeah.
I love it here. I
like
definitely
there's-
want to come back.
so much more stuff to show you. You saw just such like a fraction of things.
Yeah.
It's fun showing new
Yeah.
people around that like really want to get down. Cause like, yes, like let's go to the fucking sick schools, like the ones that got the big stuff.
Yeah. I love San Diego so much. I'm definitely trying to, maybe next time I come out to California, we'll spend like
Fly straight here.
more days here.
There's a lot of great places, obviously, but you know, like Austin and San Diego kind of have like pretty similar vibes. But
Yeah.
San Diego's just got the beach, where Austin has like the Texas.
Yeah.
The Texas.
Like, you know, but Texas has that beauty though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the Texas beauty outside.
It's got chicken chip bingo.
we got rivers.
Rivers, like, yeah,
Springs.
Texas has beauty.
But we do got bingo.
You got chicken chip bingo.
What is chicken chip bingo?
Where you literally, it's the chicken go. There's a bingo board, and the chicken goes around, and it shits, and then that's where that's the number. And
Where
then
the hell
whoever
they got
gets-
that? I've been to
I've
Austin
been-
a million
I've
times. I've
been
never
to
seen
it. I've
chicken
been
shit
to it.
bingo.
It's
Where are you
it's
going?
literally a fucking thing.
I want to go.
No way.
That's exactly what it
I
sounds
think
like.
Stu told me.
Can you bet on it?
Yeah, that's what you're betting on.
Oh,
You
that
have
sounds
like
so
you
fun.
have the number.
That sounds so
When
fun.
The chicken shits on it, and that's
like
the number.
Clapping your hands to the chicken,
shit.
trying to make it shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, that's my
Yeah.
number.
Yeah, that's
We
a
should
real
do
thing.
that.
Yeah,
We should all go.
yeah.
I had chickens. They shit so much too. So you get like
It doesn't take that long. Yeah.
No, they just constantly shit.
Okay, let's stop interrupting Brett and talk about chicken shit bingo.
I don't remember what we were saying.
You came the first time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
and
And
then-
then I just
Back to the bacon.
I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I took a picture on my phone and like set it as
Easy.
my background
Yeah.
to remind
You did?
Oh,
myself.
on your background of your phone
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, and I wrote like,
Jump this pussy.
yeah, yeah, I did.
That's
Shows it at the end of the
That's
video,
cool.
possibly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
and yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
I,
there
I,
it
knew-
was.
I knew we were going back, and
You
I was
changed
like,
your screenshot that or your background that day.
oh, for sure.
All right, new thing.
Jump.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so we like I was so ready after looking at it for so long. It's like I basically did it already.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we got off the plane and did it. And then we had the whole rest of the trip to not think about it. It was
Savage.
awesome.
Early morning flight. Yeah, landed at like 11 noon. And then
Same day.
Same
Yeah.
day.
Literally went back. What'd you do? Okay, so what did he do? Did he go? He goes back to your place, builds up his bike.
And we're like, let's just ride around Long Beach because
Yeah.
it's kind of already like 2 o'clock or something. And then I think he was like, are we near the rail hop? Or maybe I mentioned it. It was like, we can go look at it again. And then we were there and it was time to do it in his mind. And he handled.
It's awesome.
Like 4 hours then from off the plane to doing the rail. That's savage. That is savage.
It was a good way to start the trip.
Yeah.
Like something
Yeah.
you're thinking about and everything else feels like bonus.
Yeah.
It was cool.
That's
I'm going to try that technique more.
Worked out
just
well.
stew on it. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess if you've jumped it 6,000 times in your head,
Yeah.
you know, like you're ready. Like,
We kind of did that this trip. Like we had something we went and looked at the first day and let some days go by. And it was like the only thing I thought about. And then we went and did it. And it was like, it's almost like you already did it because you're obsessing in your head.
That
Just
make-
like, yeah,
it's a powerful thing. Yeah.
yeah,
the mental visualization. They like trick your brain into feeling like you did it already.
Yeah.
yeah.
Seeing the spot in real life though, when you like see a picture of it or something, and you like make it up in your head and you get there, that one always sucks. You're like,
Yeah.
it ain't what I thought it was. But
It's
you like want
always
to push
different.
yourself into doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I didn't know that it was crooked.
Yes. Yeah.
Did I shrink or did it get bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, understandable. And then obviously I think the one thing you said in the comment was that you were like not happy with the landing gear. Like the lean back.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh shit, I got to do it again.
Yeah.
And they were like, what? Like, you're insane. No, it was perfect. Because, like, I was like, I guess you're right. Like, it couldn't have gone better. I feel amazing.
Yeah,
Like, I feel
yeah.
like I didn't just take that drop.
And
And,
again, I've said it multiple times, a little sketch is like it adds to the clip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, fuck no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like, why would I ever do that again? I am alive. You know, like I think it adds to it. I think it makes a clip better personally. If you
Yeah.
do it perfectly, you're like, oh, that was crazy.
and
But-
then I was, like, freaking out because it, like, felt real sketch. And then I rolled over to Scott and he had the photo and he had nailed the photo. Like,
Yeah.
I was, like, only like that for a split second before I pulled the back end back down.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw the photo, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not doing it again.
yeah.
Like, it's perfect.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
You thought you were like out like that. the
I thought
entire
maybe
time.
like
Yeah.
the photo would have been like
Yeah.
me looking crazy, and he just got it at the right moment where I
Oh.
was like, "We're good."
Yeah.
So what'd you do after that?
I don't
We just
know.
rode Long Beach stuff
Yeah.
for the most part.
Probably,
Unnotable. Yeah.
yeah, probably a
Pretty
chill
much,
sesh. Yeah. I probably,
Had a couple of ramblers, chilled out.
yeah, I probably made a phone call. I was like, "Did it?" or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because all the homies knew. They'd be like, "Why is that your background?" Because I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
They're just waiting.
Yeah.
You make really good videos too, Zach, by the way. Like, I feel like
Thanks.
you put a lot of like personality into everything
I try.
with filming the riding really good.
What's
Yeah.
your favorite video part that you've ever made?
That's really tough. I don't know.
Just like, yeah.
Well, you better think about it before the next Unclicked with you.
for sure.
All right.
How
There's
long
different
have you-
eras.
Yeah,
and it's like
for
there's
sure.
certain videos I made towards the beginning of doing things I'm proud of, and then it's hard to narrow it down to one now.
Did you go straight from Ride to like Sunday Odyssey?
Yes.
Yeah, he quit. Yeah,
I mean,
made the right decision.
Yeah, Sunday Odyssey is a great fit for him.
I think I was super bummed. Like, I was obviously, I mean, for the people that don't know, I was the boss at Ride at that point, and Zack decided to leave to go to Odyssey and Sunday. And I was just bummed because, like, I didn't want Zack to leave, but if he felt like he was making the right decision, cool. Like, and it was a good thing for him, it was fine. And then obviously, I think like a year later, like,
Dude,
Ride,
it was like 6 months maybe. It
was
felt
that
like
close?
Pretty close.
When did you start at Odyssey?
I could look it up, but I mean,
obviously 2018.
Yes, definitely 18. And I want to say
because I got fired on January 31st, 2019. I know the exact date. So
it was like summer of 18. I want to say.
Yeah.
Right before.
I can tell you exactly.
So it was summer 18. That'd be 7-8 months, something like that. So so pretty close. And it was like, I mean, I think I texted Zack at some point. Well, you made the right fucking choice. like well done. Like guaranteed. So yeah. So no, obviously zero hard feelings. Like, make a decision for yourself. Like, I think I'm sure I said that to you at the time. So
it was still hard.
I think we tried to offer you more money. I think motherfucker, I matched Odyssey and he stayed.
Made the right decision.
Yeah, made the right. Still made the right decision. Still made the right decision. So yeah, it's funny. But
a couple years, ourbmx, maybe try and do it again. See if you can get him back.
Yeah, I don't think we can afford Zack these days. But more power to him. So.
It's a good fit. Odyssey Sunday with Zack, man. It's been really good.
Cool.
You've been making
it's
some
good for
awesome videos.
Obviously. It's good for us because you are just out there making fucking videos, and that's what you should be doing. Like, that's good for BMX. So
that's what I always wanted to do.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
The website management stuff can be
suck a wiener
sometimes.
Yeah. So that's not fun.
Back to Brett though.
I like talking about Zack's filming.
Yeah,
it's great.
And it's a cool thing too. Before we move back, it's just like, it's you. Like, the first trip I did, it was like you and Scott are in the passenger driver seat, switching back and forth. He's the photographer, you're the filmer, and it's almost like you guys work together so well. Like, you don't have to take all the pressure on one, because he's really down to like help out a lot too.
Yeah.
So it's so cool. Like, the two pilots up here just like handling the ship, and everyone in the back can just fuck around with each other, turn our brains off, and you guys just like, here's a spot, guys. Oh, look at that. Like, it's so fun.
Zack and Scott.
So good. You turn your brain off and just get taken to spots. Like, that's the best, because normally I'm always the one like finding all the spots and everything. For not all the time, but
Zack's got
last 10 years.
The duo is good. When I was getting it sound like we were in a group chat, like, message, and both of them were just sending me a bunch of stuff. We gotta go here. We gotta show you this. We gotta show you this.
It's so sick.
Yeah.
We work well, and we both kind of have like that East Coast street mentality. Like, we value cool spots. And it works well.
You guys are both out like spot searching too, so
for sure,
that's awesome.
Is it true that you have the fastest hop 360 ever? Like, literally, you could be pedaling the fastest and do the hop 3.
No. I enjoy a quick hop 3, but I don't think I got the fastest. There's someone way faster than me out there.
That'd be cool for the Friday videos. Get one of those radar guns and see how fast Brett can hop 360 and see if anyone like around here could beat him. I think that would be good.
Barracks does that with like kickflips.
Everything. They do that like speed challenge thing. It's awesome.
I was younger and I used to do them. Like,
get a radar gun.
Yeah, people would tell me, they'd be like pedal as fast as you can and do a 3, and I would do it. I don't think it was as fast as I could, but going real quick. Yeah, and they'd be like, "What?" And so there's a few dudes that would be like, that think that maybe
that'd be the fastest they have ever seen.
Yeah, maybe that. Dude, I don't know.
The triple set at Dawn of the Streets that you threw, that was very fast. Not that it was on flat ground, but
that was
cooking.
That was a dumb one.
The recent Dawn of the Streets.
Yeah.
Also, they were supposed to have, because there was the induction jam the day before the Dawn of the Streets, and they were going to have a fastest half cab contest with a radar gun.
That is half cab.
Oh, really?
But the gun just never showed up, and then
what does that mean? Just 180?
180 cab.
I'm gonna take that note right there.
Yeah.
What?
BMX Day fastest something.
I guess
fastest something is my note.
Well, I know the hill that someone could do it on.
Oh God.
We were there today.
Yeah. No, BMX Day. So you actually
the blue car.
Actually,
no.
So
dude, end everything. That's it. Suicide.
The 50 mile an hour hop 360.
Dude, no. Yeah, the hill bump this morning is 50 miles an hour.
Yeah,
that's how we woke up. That's
So-
good.
And actually, they bring the radar thing there, so it's just there all the time.
No, I
Like,
had it in my pocket, the Strava thing.
oh, I thought there was like one of those the street
signs?
side ones. Yeah,
No,
that was like
that'd be so
yeah.
cool.
No, the Strava app, you just tells you how fast you're going.
No, yeah.
Somehow, I don't know how
BMX
that
Day
works.
this year in San Diego. You should come out.
Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
I think we're doing. It's similar. I mean, not down on the street style, but Monster's throwing in a bunch of money.
Oh, cool. Is that the
Remind
one?
me, I'll buy the radar gun for that as
Yeah.
an excuse, and so I can have it.
Okay?
Is it that the one where y'all planted that rail?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that looks
so we're
super
gonna
fun.
we're gonna try and do something new, and just make it a full day thing. But at some point, there's gonna be just like a straight up like best trick jam, like where we have quite a bit of money, like thousands and thousands. Of
Oh, that's
dollars to give
awesome.
out. So
Yeah, I
Is
would.
that July?
July 20. Well, I think it's
hundreds of thousands of
hundreds of millions.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
Everyone better come. I mean,
I fucking lost me.
The wrong way pesos.
It is going to be on July 16th because there is conflicts. So Saturday, July 16th.
better put that in the news podcast.
Because X Games is July 20th or 21st.
Oh wow, right before it. That's cool.
Yeah, so it's got to be
'Cause
before
there's gonna be a lot of people out
that,
here already
and
too.
then there's that other.
Shit,
something
might as well
else
do
happening.
Nord Cup the
Yeah.
next weekend. Boom, boom, fucking boom.
Yeah, let me just whip that out.
Come
real
on,
quick.
Fudger.
Yeah,
Hey, come on,
Doesn't take much work.
yeah,
we do the
right.
same weekend. Everyone will be here.
Yeah, so fuck.
Big old party. 3 weeks.
But yeah, you should come out. That'd be sick.
I would love
So,
to.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
You promised him to go to Darty.
That's what I was going to say. I'll come to your jam if you come to my jam.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a good bartering. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, if I can, I'd love to.
Same.
All right. Other news. I think you got on Empire officially, part of the official new Empire squad, right?
No, I'm like, I'm an old guy now.
You're an old guy.
I've been on for like 3 years.
Oh, all right. Not
Yeah.
part of that. All right.
But all my boys just got on.
Okay. Well, everybody else got bumped up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You've been there.
Yep.
My bad. All right. So,
Yeah, Empire, they're the best. It's
Cool.
like family.
is that how much of a hub are they for the scene still? Like,
Oh, they're awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, if you like are really riding, then you're probably really going to Empire too.
Yeah.
And Tina and Tom are always there, and they're the best.
Is that like how does Darty come about because like Empire wants to throw a jam, or is it like is it you, or is it like how does that whole thing start to begin with? I guess. Did we
Originally,
touch on that already?
we
Or no?
did a little bit, but we kind of got sidetracked. I
Yeah.
think
Ooh, surprise. Yeah.
it started like, yeah. So Adam Roy from Burn Slow and Tina from Empire, I had talked to them about wanting to do a jam, and they already like do existing jams, and I came to them with the idea that I wanted to do like this ditch jam, and they were the ones that like funded it and helped me with everything.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
I figured like they would be the ones to like pony up be like
Yeah.
yes, quick yes,
Yeah.
well, and then pony up the dollars. That's what I was kind of.
Yeah, so from there it was basically up to me to like hit people up for help, talk to Adam, let him know what I need. He was a super big help with like, okay, like I need a flyer, I need like your truck because I like can't get this down in my Subaru, and like Tina is just on board with everything, and yeah, it's just so pretty much it's our jam.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you? I know my boy Jaden.
Yep.
He went out to. He's one of the new guys on Empire.
Yep.
One of the new crew, and they filmed a video. Is that coming out? And
Yeah,
do you
there
have
were
footage in that, or is that just for the new
I
guys?
think I might have a guest clip.
Okay,
But,
so,
no, it's
like
just
for the new dudes.
Yeah, it's like welcoming the new team.
Sick. I can't wait to see that.
It's crazy.
I
Yeah,
bet.
everyone's
Everyone on the
footage.
team is awesome.
Yeah,
And
It-
Jaden is amazing. Like, it's gonna
Yeah.
be, I'm so hyped for that video.
It's
It's gotta be
amazing.
coming out soon because unless they kept filming after Jaden went there. I don't know. Probably.
it was gonna drop, and then I think they just wanted to keep going because everyone wanted a little bit more stuff, which is, I think, better because it was like gonna be a short video, and everyone was like, "No, I'm not ready. I want more." And now everyone's got a bunch of clips, and they like actually have parts, and it's gonna be really cool.
It's gonna be like a new Empire hold
Yeah,
video.
yeah. And there
It's
hasn't
sick.
been one of those in years,
No.
so it's gonna be really nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what about Burnslow? You're part of that family too,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, that's Adam Roy. He works in the
Another
Empire.
cool Austin thing, like Empire, Burnslow.
Yeah, he's in the Empire office, so like I'll go to Empire and be like, "Hi, Tina and Tom," then walk around. Hi, Adam. Like, it's cool.
And is he there like every day? Like
Adam?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
But I usually will text him and be like, yo, you in? I'm
Yeah.
going to come in.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah.
So he was like the man behind Colt, and now he's basically Empire and Burnslow. Mm-hmm. He's talented. Everything he does is cool.
He's
That's
incredibly
cool shit.
talented. Yeah, it's wild. He did, I did this like Blue Bonnet Empire Sunday collab frame, like these frame stickers that were Blue Bonnets.
Blue Bonnet.
What is Blue Bonnet?
Blue Bonnets is the Texas state flower.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, and he whipped those up like super fast, and everyone was like, "This is the coolest stickers I've ever seen."
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's an artist. It seems like a rich foreign, someone who like it's not hard for them to just like blah, like pour out like awesome shit.
Yeah, he does good work. It's awesome. Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What's next? I mean, obviously the Sunday Secret Project.
Yes.
Are you writing? Dude, this is a bad question. Are you writing for merit?
No.
Okay, so you're off merit, on merit, off merit.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
Edit that out. I don't know.
Yeah, it was
I
off, on, off.
Yeah. So
I was gonna ask that question earlier, but I brain farted because I figured he was off, but you mentioned merit before, and I'm like, you have kind of been like,
yeah,
you're like a merit guy, but are you still on?
It was weird. I ended up quitting. I think it was like kind of a weird decision. I was on the team. Chris Childs was on the team. He quit, and I was like, had been like, I want to quit, and I don't know why. I just like looked
I
up.
want to quit.
Yeah,
quitting's Chris is cool. Quitting's cool.
yeah. Exactly. Like that's my dude. I want to be like him. So I quit. Yeah, and then like a couple years go by, and I don't know, Mike hit me back up and was like, "Yo, we want you back on the team." Like, I think he knew like why'd he quit.
Yeah.
And then and I was like, okay, yeah, for sure. Like, I don't know why I quit. And then I was riding for them. It was cool. Made a video, and then he just called me and he's like, it's not working out. And I was like, okay.
So
Word.
you're quitting me?
Yeah. I was like, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I quit.
Yeah.
So you're like, let's get him back.
Yeah. He's like firing people.
No, fair enough.
But nothing but love to those guys.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep him mellow.
Mike's the homie forever.
What else is going on? Anything else? What else you got? Who's your filmer in Austin? Who do you film with in Austin? Devin?
I film with Devin sometimes. I mostly shoot photos with Devin.
Okay.
But Devin's awesome. He's the man.
Multi-talented.
Yeah. And then I film a lot with Trent.
Okay.
Trent
Yeah.
Lutsky.
I forget about Trent's there. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome having him there.
Yeah.
now.
He's probably such like a, not that you need it, but he's a motivator for people who need it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I get out of him, you know.
He's making a full length out there. I don't know if that's like.
I feel like he also
Put out there,
bites off more than he could chew sometimes, but because he wants to, you know, like he loves it so much. He's like, yeah, I want to do this and this and this, and then it's like,
Hey, as a BMX filmer, though, biting off more than you can chew, though, it's gonna get you out and about every day on the
Yeah, it
sunshine.
is.
Right?
It
Bike,
is for
so
sure.
it's like,
crushing it.
I mean, as somebody who also does the same thing, I have a problem of saying yes to things. So it's an issue.
you also have a family, though, you know. Like,
Well, yeah,
imagine like
I've
the
gotten
independent
better.
fudger who's
Yeah.
just like before the family, you could just be 365
daily
days.
uploads.
Yeah, daily.
Yeah,
Minimum.
Yeah,
Double
every 6
Minimum
hours.
daily
Yeah,
uploads.
yeah. So
Hey, that you'd be killing it.
no,
every
they're gonna
6
upload it. It'll
hours.
just be the first upload in like a fucking month.
Yeah.
Hey, but
Basically,
you got employees. I check RBMX or
no,
stuff's
not
still getting put
not
on.
on YouTube though.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's okay. But that's cool. Trent is a machine. That's what I get out of him. It was
He's
meant to
the
be
coolest.
a compliment, like that he loves it and he wants to like to all the between stuff and the.
Oh yeah, he's a busy.
Yeah. So-
He does the most.
Yeah.
for sure.
I guess it's coming from like he was like, yeah, we're gonna. But he posted like we're gonna have the between out with Grant, and then it was like 4 months later it actually came out. You know, like it's hard. It's a hard game.
It is.
You know,
Things
like,
take time.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and that was like a full-on documentary, and I think he just kept wanting to add shit. He's editing an hour and 20 long video.
Yeah.
so.
Insane. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's awesome having him there. He's super motivated to film everyone. He's quick with it too. It's nice. He'll be like at a spot and he'll be like I'm ready. I got it. And it's like, oh, word.
You're like thinking that you want to film something. He's already.
yeah. He's awesome. And he brought down Grant UV with him. And like since he's been in town, a bunch more people have been in town. And because like forever, my main dudes are Jared and Julian, just like being Sunday and stuff.
Yeah.
We were like the trio for a little while, and now it's just expanded, and now we're all just boys. Just
Hell yeah.
It's
That's
tight.
awesome. What's the cost of living like in Austin?
Mm.
Like, I would assume that's gotten kind of crazy too.
yeah, I think it's not the worst.
Not the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little pricier here.
Yeah.
I think.
That was such like a polarizing topic when we were there for like X Games and stuff like that it was like how much Austin is changing and the T1 ramp getting taken away because of all that stuff and just how much that area
it
area
is
was
harder.
hood originally and now it's nice. You know?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not like a homeowner and stuff, and I don't really like.
I mean, even rent and like just being there, I'm sure is.
It is going up for sure.
Yeah.
Rent,
Yeah.
but you can find stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's just all about finding the right spot.
Yeah.
So like the house next to mine is like $4,500 a month to rent.
Yeah,
And
that's a lot.
Mine's half of that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, we got lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever seen Joe Rogan or Elon Musk?
No, I haven't.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yep.
You have seen him?
Yeah, he walked.
No way.
Yeah, he walked by me, and a couple other people, and he had like, kind of like someone like escorting them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that at
That's
the
sick.
university or no?
No, it was on South Congress, right where I live.
Nice.
He was like at a restaurant.
That's so
And I think
sick.
he like had someone that was there to maybe if
Make sure he doesn't.
you could
get
like tell
bugged
the
too bad.
guy was with him, but like trying to act like he wasn't with him.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, that's cool.
There,
Yeah.
but not there.
Yeah, man. Some really, really fucking big time awesome people live in
Who else
Austin.
lives
now.
in it? Oprah live there or something?
Everyone.
Robert Plant as well.
Robert Plant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So many people moved there
Yeah.
yeah.
during COVID.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
Chase Hawk was
Oh
like,
yeah, Chase Hawk lives there.
LA. Yeah, he does.
Holy shit, he's got his whole day. There's no Robert Plant.
Have you
Day.
ever seen Chase Hawk?
dude, I've seen Chase Hawk. Chase,
I forgot about Chase Hawk Day. That is so epic.
yeah.
Shout out
You
to
seen
that.
Chase Hawk?
What?
Chase is my dude. Yeah.
You see him?
You know him?
I hope
Did he
the-
walk
I-
by on South Congress?
Chase?
Congress?
No, but he did come up into my living room one time.
No
Really?
shit.
Yeah,
Does he have a bodyguard?
Clothed?
No. Yeah, he was close. Yeah, Chase is the man.
Unclothed? Clothed? Yeah. Sorry, that was an unhoused joke. Sorry. How's his ramp? Let's make it
It's
off the subject.
incredible. I
looks
helped
insane.
out with the building process.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool thing to fill the void of the T1 ramp disappearing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Dude.
this like new.
Okay,
like-
I got something for you. So Joe Rich, myself, and our friend Reed Sullivan, Ryan Corrigan, he's the boss man.
Shout out to Corrigan.
Chase hired us.
I didn't respond to his text. He literally was like, I like how my name shows up on the podcast every once in a while. It makes me
Oh,
happy.
yeah. Hi,
It's
Ryan.
like,
Ryan's the man.
that's great.
It was so fun working with him. And he taught me a lot of really cool stuff that's gonna benefit future jams and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's a gangster with the saw.
Yeah.
And the nail
He's a
gun.
man.
Yeah.
Yes. We gave him. I think I said Jason is the best ramp builder in the world, but I know nothing. And Ryan Corrigan seems like he's right there with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Probably-
hard. It's a
probably.
hard. Yeah,
I think
it's a
all
hard
of
thing
those
to
guys have their own skill sets.
Exactly,
Just like
yeah.
riding. Like,
Yeah.
he's better at that and he's better at that
True.
or something. Yeah. But anyways, I don't know what we were talking about.
Chase's ramp.
Chase's
And then
ramp.
you were going to talk about something else.
Because you said T1. There's a few pieces of T1 on the ramp.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a piece of double coping from the spine that Joe had brought over and was like, put this on the ramp somewhere. And they made like a part where you can like do like an over ice on this
Oh,
one section
sick.
with the double coping from
Sick.
T1.
Cool.
There's some cool stuff.
Sick.
I don't want you
Yeah.
to speak for Chase, but I feel like he had a different vision for his ramp. Like it seems like
it
it seems
changed.
like super unique and like
It
kind
changed
of,
around a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like during the building process, I wasn't there until the finish. I took off like 30 days or something like that so I could help. And so like once that time was up, I didn't see the rest. But while I was there was definitely some times where he was like, actually, like I think this should be like this. But none of it was like super crazy.
Yeah.
I think originally it might have had like, I don't know. You'd have to ask him, but
Yeah.
it came out incredible. I know that.
I don't know if I saw the finished one. Did he post the finished one?
No,
Yeah.
it's kind
Making
of
a
like
Rockstar video and then he's gonna
Yeah,
let
it's
the world
like-
see.
Cool.
Yeah, I think
they're like
his-
going big. I know the Rockstar dudes are like, we're making this a sick project. We want it to be dope. But
That's awesome.
He told me, he's like, Chase is going to film his best shit for this. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's dope.
I've seen some of it. He sent me some clips. Like, he's absolutely shredding it. He's been like holding all this in for so long, like, because it started in February, and like it's like summer, and he's just now getting to film on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know he's been like learning all these lines, keeping it off social media. So he's
Yeah,
like got all
yeah.
this shit, and he's ready.
He did. I mean, he did
Yeah.
the same thing. It was cool. It was it made the sessions cooler because people would come over and you'd be like, no phones, put your phone away,
Yeah.
enjoy the session, enjoy hanging out with everybody. Like it was like a pre
People
Instagram.
learn how to ride the ramp a lot better when you tell them that. Like, they're like, can I film something? I'm like, really? We're actually filming? You know, you let them know
Yeah.
what Chase is doing, and they're like, okay. And they like,
Yeah.
don't just think of a crazy clip to put on their Instagram. These people that are only going to ride it like this one time.
For
you
sure.
know? So
Yeah.
it's
It is cool.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, I've had a few sessions with him, and that video is going to be awesome. Like, it's going to be the whole process. It's going to be like start to finish. Like,
Cool.
Like, this is the ramp, and this is it being destroyed by Chase. It's going to be
Cool.
cool.
Can't wait.
Was there footage of the ramp being built or
Yep.
anything?
Yeah, Daryl would come out when we were like, it was cool. Daryl came out when there was like a quarter, and then we'd be working for like 2 weeks, and Daryl would come out and be like, "Holy shit!"
Is
I
Daryl
would-
making the Rockstar video?
I would
I
assume.
believe so.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep, Daryl.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, you guys still got Daryl, who's still
yeah.
out there.
yeah,
Austin,
Daryl.
Austin is
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, I
They
filmed
didn't
with
get so
Daryl
damn
too.
hot.
I feel like when you
Summer.
start listing the names, I'm like,
Austin
yeah,
is
there is.
sick.
There's
I know,
a
it's, like,
lot-
hard for me.
A lot of people.
I like have a hard time remembering who all my friends are because I have a lot out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah,
Which is awesome.
Because you asked who I'd be filming with, and I've worked on that project with Daryl for
Yeah.
Rambler and Sunday last year, and we have plans for new videos together this year too.
Awesome.
They're gonna be we might do. You'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got some plans.
Hell yeah.
Daryl's awesome, also awesome dude to work with.
How hard is I feel like kind of similar to Southern California. Like Austin's been pretty well picked over. Is it hard to kind of like find new stuff, or I mean, you've also been there for a long time at this point, but it's like I don't know. I feel like anywhere you go here, you're like, did Garrett do something here? Did is this the one that Connor Lopez did? You know, like there's just so much history out in the streets these days, and it's the same in Austin. Is it difficult, or is it?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's also new stuff popping up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also riding's different.
Yeah.
So, like-
yeah.
Yeah. So you can ride
Nobody's doing the bobsled.
yeah.
Yeah.
But also too, there's like, I feel like we keep discovering stuff like outside of Austin too. And we've been more so this year than other years. We've been taking like little trips out to like Waco, which is only a little bit over an hour away, a little bit like an hour north of Austin. And then you can go over here a little bit. And so we've kind of just been like venturing out too and
Yeah.
finding a lot.
Out and just like kind of fringe stuff.
Yeah, like stuff you wouldn't think to go to, like small towns and stuff. There's like, every small town has like a gem in Texas. It's cool.
Hell yeah.
I feel like the street stuff in Austin as well is more recent, where in the past it was a lot of transition or dirt stuff, where like
yeah.
maybe the street spots weren't quite as ran through.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Is there anything else I'm missing before we? I don't know.
No, I was going to say that was great. And we've been trying to keep the podcast a little bit more like down to 2 hours so we have more stuff to talk about when we do a V2 with Brett
Yeah.
eventually. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you got any last words, I'm down to fucking wrap it up because this was dope.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that went great. And it was a pleasure. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Zach.
Of course.
We'll get
Anytime.
Zach on here one of these days. We still got a Jeff Z podcast that I told him we'd do.
We gotta do that.
I need to actually start doing a running list because I do forget.
But yeah,
who I
Brett,
would like to talk
thanks
to,
for
so.
jumping on because I know, like you were saying, like we've been riding all week and you're like, I'm kind of nervous about the podcast. You'd mention that every once in a while. So it's
Yeah.
like not your thing. So it's really cool to be able to sit down and do this with someone who doesn't jump on the air very often at all. So
Yeah.
You
thank
want
you
to thank
so
your
much.
sponsors?
I do want to thank my
Yeah,
sponsors.
that's a good way to wrap it up.
All right, here we go.
Warm the hands up.
Thank you, Sunday. Thank you, Empire. Thank you, Rambler. Thank you, Burn Slow. Thank you to my job, Free Lunch. They're the best because they're the reason why I'm out here having a good time right now.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
picking up my slack right now.
And shout out for all they do. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
thanks.
shout out for people that do the stuff that we like to pretend doesn't need to be done.
Yeah.
Shout out
You
to
know?
you, Brett, for
Yeah,
making
so-
BMX street riding even cooler than it already
Yeah.
is by being a part of it.
Shout out to
you
your
really do.
boggans,
You really do, man.
bobsleds,
You really do.
And
Sparta X ups,
Thank you.
one-handed X ups,
I'd also like
big
to thank
hops,
Zach.
fastest threes.
Zach's been putting in a lot of work, driving me around all week and making sure I'm eating and all that.
Yeah.
Making some of the coolest
Yeah.
videos coming out. You're killing it, Zach. Getting better and better every video you drop.
What?
Thanks, man.
He's already the best.
I don't
Can't say
think so.
the best. I said that about Jason Watts building ramps, and you're like, and my Ryan's pretty fucking good too. You know, you can't.
Yeah.
Like you said,
everyone's
there's
different.
exactly.
Yeah.
Can't judge him and Tony Ennis. You know, like and all the other dudes doing it. There's a
well,
bunch.
this podcast is probably actually come out after the news one. We always forget that, but next podcast we have no idea. So, but do we have a guest?
I don't know.
Yeah,
We
I
figured
don't
it out.
know
We
either.
figured it out
So,
every week.
Yeah.
But
So
thank you, Brett, for being this guest. Brett, for being this guest. You're the man.
You're welcome.
Hell
thank
yeah.
you, Brett.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Zach.
Hell yeah.
Later,
Thank you,
boys.
guys.
Thank you, Unclicked. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Good shit.
Great job. That was very nice.
Yeah, you liked it?
Hell yeah. No.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Because I
You're
was
good,
nervous.
yeah.
I was pretty nervous.
You're
Give me
not
some
very
nuts.
good. You're good.
I was like, sometimes you say something and then you're like, wait.
You did great, and you're very like, you speak like slow enough, and you don't just like.